faceless, we were born for greatness. Somebody sound the alarm. A fire was set in the dark. It's time that you know. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. It doesn't matter if the world is going mad, if we just hold on, if we just hold on, yeah. The sky is falling and the world is gone mad, and we sing our songs and we just hold on, yeah. So if you're running, stop running. One life, one chance, start living. Sing it louder just to let the world know. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. They say that I'm reckless, because I'm relentless. They spit on my face and crush on my name and taking my life in vengeance. Yeah, you could try and blame us and try and take what's sacred, but we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. Somebody sound the alarm. A fire was set in the dark. It's time that you know. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. It doesn't matter if the world is gone mad, if we just hold on, if we just hold on, yeah. The sky is falling and the world is gone mad, and we sing our songs and we just hold on, yeah. So if you're running, stop running. One life, one chance, start living. Sing it louder just to let the world know. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. Somebody sound the alarm. It's time that you know. It doesn't matter if the world is going mad, if we just hold on, if we just hold on, yeah. Sing it louder just to let the world know. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We were born for greatness. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. Red alert, John, shine a light down. On the front lines of my mind now. Riding my time on the high ground. Blinded, but I'm still alive, shout, oh. They said we're lucky to have got this far, and that is not lucky to have got this far, and that it's not worth fighting for. The words are written on the wall. Come on and fight back, no starting over again. We'll take it right back from the ones where again it's time to rise up, even though they left us for dead. This is our last stand. Take a chance now and draw a line in the sand. It's in our hands now, no living with regret. It's time to rise up, even though they left us for dead. This is our last stand. This is our last
If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
I hear voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand, they talk to me. You got your rules and your religion, all designed to keep you safe. But when rules start getting broken, you start questioning your faith. I have a voice that is my savior, hates to love and loves to hate. I have a voice that has the knowledge and the power to your fate.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the WWE Wrestling Talk Show with Lisa Rock Jones, and
Sean Randy Smith.
we are here today to bring you what is being built as the biggest WWE live event ever in Australia, as the superstars head down under for the Super Showdown.
Yes, we'll be live from Melbourne, Australia, in a very convenient time for us here in the UK.
Yes, this will be, I believe, a 10 a.m. start time for the UK.
Yes, very much so.
So we have 10 matches on the card,
Yes, very much so.
starting with the match which will likely main event. Now, 6 years ago, at WrestleMania 28, we had a match billed as End of an Era when Triple H took on The Undertaker inside Hell in a Cell with Shawn Michaels as the special guest referee. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for End of an Era Part 2.
Yes, and these superstars have been going back and forth for many, many years.
And the past 2 weeks, however, this time it's being built not as an End of an Era, but as the last time ever, as Triple H goes one-on-one with The Undertaker. However, things got a little bit more interesting recently
On Monday Night Raw.
when Shawn Michaels came out and said he was gonna back Triple H to win this and be in Triple H's corner. The Undertaker then came out like a week later and said that he would have Mayor Kane in his corner, who has decided to bunk off from his mayoral duties in Knox County and fly to Australia.
But then this past week on Monday Night Raw, things turned physical.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels was in the ring, basically saying that he was going to fly to Australia, and if Kane or anyone attempted to interfere, he would deliver some sweet chin music. Then Kane's music hits. He appears behind Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels turns around, eats a hand, the lights go off, and the gong goes. Lights come back on. The Undertaker is in there. Shawn Michaels is about to be tombstoned. When Triple H gets to the ring, there's a few punches thrown. Then we have a double choke slam. And to cap things off, Triple H is also tombstoned.
So it's definitely showing signs that this rivalry is becoming very, very physical.
And they're also teasing that they will be planning a tag team match for Shawn Michaels to come out of retirement for the first time since his final match at WrestleMania 26 8 years ago, when he was in a tag team match with Triple H against the Brothers of Destruction. That will probably happen, if it does happen, when WWE return to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia at the beginning of next month.
Which will be named WWE Crown Jewel. WTF.
Then there's also the rumours of doing one more match between Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker at Survivor Series. This match could go either way, but technically, because The Undertaker's had his number in recent weeks, I would say Triple H wins. Next is a bit of a WTF tag team, at least on one side. Elias and Kevin Owens, who have bonded over the past few weeks, will team to face the opposition of Bobby Lashley and John Cena.
Yes, it is a bit of a WTF kind of matchup, but let us explain.
What is it to explain? Lashley has had his issues, but Cena is just being thrown in there.
Just to make up the numbers.
I would say Lashley and Cena win this. Now, in a rivalry which goes back all the way to the original NXT days, Daniel Bryan will go one-on-one with The Miz again. We all know what happened at SummerSlam. The Miz won with a bit of help of a brass knucks from his wife. Then,
the only difference is with this match, it has a little extra spice to it.
Yes, this match will be a #1 contenders match for the WWE Championship, in a championship match which will possibly happen at SmackDown 1000. I see this going one of two ways.
One,
Because The Miz has been basically dominating this rivalry, Daniel Bryan wins this one. Or, if they want to extend it even further, you have The Miz win, then possibly The Miz wins the WWE Championship. Daniel Bryan then wins the Royal Rumble match in January and goes on to WrestleMania to face The Miz.
2.
I just said number 2.
Oh, okay. What is our next match on this Super Showdown card?
A 6-man tag team match. The
Ooh.
big team, or so I say, Braun Strowman, will team up with the Raw Tag Team Champions, Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre, to face the Intercontinental Champion Seth Rollins, the Universal Champion Roman Reigns, and Dean Ambrose, otherwise known as The Shield.
So, how do we see this match going around?
Well, unless WWE swerves us by turning Ambrose heel, which they have teased over the past few weeks, I say the Shield wins because Strowman, Ziggler and McIntyre have got the better of them over the past few weeks. And then, of course, Roman Reigns has got to worry about Strowman and Lesnar moving forward.
I can probably see that.
Then we go from a 6-man tag team match to a 6-woman tag team match. Now, before we get into this, because I am going to spend a little bit of time discussing this.
Okay.
A few weeks ago, in a 6-woman tag team match on the Monday Night Raw, Brie Bella accidentally, I do stress the term accidentally because the internet is going nuts over this, struck Liv Morgan in the face whilst performing the yes kicks and knocked her unconscious and gave her a concussion. Now, people, botches happen.
Which they do.
Yes, Brie Bella needs to be more careful.
WWE.
And yes, maybe she should not be doing Daniel Bryan's moveset. And yes, she's probably a bit rusty, but please lay off her.
Exactly. I mean, it's not fair on people, is it?
But in any event, Liv Morgan has passed all the concussion tests. We all know how serious WWE takes this, and she has been cleared to compete in this match when the Riot Squad will team up to face the Bella Twins. Try not to kick her again, Brie.
Try not to.
And the Raw Women's Champion, the baddest woman on the planet, one of 2 pre-orderable characters in WWE 2K19, Ronda Rousey. Now, if Ronda Rousey wasn't in this match, I would possibly say the Riot Squad would win. However, even in a tag team match, I do not see Ronda Rousey losing yet.
Do you not? Okay.
I mean, the only reason that they might lose is if Nikki goes heel, which is rumoured to happen going into Evolution.
Which has happened before.
Next, we go to a, how do I say this, personal rivalry.
Ooh, yeah.
At SummerSlam, AJ Styles and Samoa Joe went at it for the TNA Championship, WWE Championship. That match ended in a disqualification after Samoa Joe taunted and went after AJ Styles' family. At Hell in a Cell they had a rematch. However, that ended in controversy because Samoa Joe had a Coquina clutch on AJ Styles. AJ Styles was able to reverse into a pinning predicament and the referee counted the 3 count. However, just before the referee's hand was hitting the mat for 3, AJ Styles tapped out. So a fuming Samoa Joe goes to Page and asks for a rematch, which she does get. And this time, there will be no count out, no disqualification. There must be a winner.
And all we can say is, folks, that this match is definitely going to be a war.
Now, normally, in this kind of show, I'd say the championship would be retained. But this storyline has been going on for a while. AJ Styles has been WWE Champion for almost a year at this stage.
Correct.
And the fact that they did the championship win in England at the first time the championship had changed hands outside of the USA.
Correct.
They could want to do that again, only have it change hands in Australia.
Who knows? Who knows?
But then again, it also debates who wins the number one contenders match.
Correct.
I'm going to just mention the next match because I do not know if there's even a storyline behind it. In fact, the next three don't really have a storyline. Cedric Alexander defends the Cruiserweight Championship against Buddy Murphy. Enough
It is
said.
on stage.
That is a I don't care match, really.
Loser.
The New Day will defend the SmackDown Tag Team Championship against The Bar.
And let's be honest, this match should be a good tag team
This match should be a good match, but there's not a story behind it, and you're not gonna do a title change when there's no story behind it.
Very true.
Then again, I could be wrong. Now, in the next match, we have another match. Recently, the Iconics seem to have targeted Naomi. So then, Asuka comes to her defense, and now these four will do battle at the Super Showdown. Now, I am saying this for one reason and one reason only. I do believe the Iconics will win this match for no other reason than the fact that the Iconics are Australian. And where is this show? Australia.
So it would make sense for them to be cheered in their home country.
Yes. Now, speaking of cheering and booing, the final match we have Becky Lynch turned on Charlotte after Charlotte won the Women's Championship at SummerSlam. Becky Lynch would then defeat Charlotte in a sort of surprising manner at Hell in a Cell to win her second SmackDown Women's Championship. Now, the two will collide in a rematch for the SmackDown Women's Championship. And personally, I am of the opinion that Becky Lynch will probably not necessarily win, but walk out as champion. Because I believe that when the time comes for Becky Lynch to drop or lose the Women's Championship, it should be to Asuka.
You do have a fair point there.
So that does it for the matches for Super Showdown. A quick run through again. Triple H faces The Undertaker. Bobby Lashley and John Cena take on Elias and Kevin Owens. Daniel Bryan faces The Miz in a #1 contenders match for the WWE Championship. The Shield will take on Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre. The Bella Twins team up with Ronda Rousey to face the Riot Squad. AJ Styles defends the WWE Championship against Samoa Joe in a no countout and no disqualification match. Cedric Alexander defends the Cruiserweight Championship against Buddy Murphy. The New Day defend the SmackDown Tag Team Championships against The Bar. Asuka and Naomi will face the Iconics. And Becky Lynch will defend the SmackDown Women's Championship against Charlotte Flair. Now, and before we leave you, we will run through our schedule within the next month.
Which starts like this.
Next week we shall bring you a 2-in-1 show, or 2 shows in one day, when we review this show and give our thoughts on a brief show discussing WWE 2K19.
Which has just been released in the United Kingdom.
Then, on either Friday the 19th or Saturday the 20th of October, we shall do a review of the 1000th episode of SmackDown, which airs on Tuesday the 16th of October.
Correct.
Then we shall have the all-women's pay-per-view Evolution pre-show and reaction show, along with Crown Jewel at probably the same week.
Okay.
And then Survivor Series and NXT TakeOver War Games.
It's a mad show.
We've got a busy few weeks lined up.
Oh yes. Busy is definitely the word.
But until next time, he's been
Sean Randy Smith.
and I've been Lisa Rock Jones, and we shall see you next week for our reaction show. Until then, bye.